progress of the review on the Peddlers City Listers Ordinance and its amendment? Have y'all made any progress? Have y'all read it through, or still a lot to look at?
Yeah, I'd say, pending the meeting tomorrow night with community members and the Crockett Area Chamber of Commerce, I see Sheila here tonight, and any interested residents, Ron will certainly be there, and I'm going to try to be at that meeting as well. We hope to get some feedback from the community and then take that in consideration as we look forward at our federal.
I'd like to see all of y'all there, in fact. I think that would be nice.
Folks are pretty busy.
And I didn't know when you mentioned the charter committee, if that was going to be, you were going to hand that over to the committee or something, or just...
That wouldn't be included in the charter. That's an ordinance, so that wouldn't be included in the charter committee as such.
Okay. All right, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here again. Mike, Decker, welcome, sir.
All right. I don't talk fast, but I'll try to do my best. Last week I presented a need for the city council to come up with an ordinance for copper theft, and I'd like to know if we're going to move forward on that or not. If we're not, let me know. If it bothers me.
Yeah, well, I mentioned to Ron, and after you said that, I wasn't aware that other cities had ordinances. We're trying to research some other cities to come up with an ordinance that would fit our city, and let the council take a look at that, and something we certainly would consider passing in the future.
All right, I appreciate that.
You bet.
The other thing I've got is I spoke in opposition of the fire safety inspections last week, and I'd like to take this opportunity to revise and extend my comments on that. After several lengthy conversations with the fire chief, he showed me the lights. So he came over and conducted he walked through our building and did a mock safety inspection. And it wasn't the monster that I thought it was going to be. And so I would like to change my comments on that.
Rescind that comment last
Rescind
time.
that. It's not that bad. He did point out a few things that we could do, and most of it's common sense.
Right.
And it's something that is good for the city. And the only thing I still has reservations on is I have contacted my insurance agents, my insurance underwriter, my insurance claims department. I've yet to find anybody that even knew what ISO is. So I'm still waiting to see if they'll actually give me a discount on the insurance, and that would be great if they did. But even if they didn't, it's still a good thing to do. The other comment I'm still opposed to is if it's good for the entire city of Crockett, I think we should find another way to pay for it out of the already existing budget and not put a further burden on just the businesses.
Okay. Appreciate that.
That's all I've got for you.
Thank you. Thanks for your feedback. Steve Stringer, welcome, Steve.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Holcomb, Mr. Duncan, members of the Crockett Council, I'd just like to thank the Crockett Fire Department for their work, putting out the fire that we had. That fire department and the volunteers of Crockett and the Texan are just the best. We should be proud of those men because they worked beyond the call of duty. Going back to what Fire Chief was saying about this fire and safety ordinance, I think the average person has got no idea what a fire does. The power, the strength, okay? I'm going to show you one thing. This is all that is left of a $40,000 custom motorcycle. That is it. There is no other pieces. Okay? Anyone that came down or has been down to the premises has seen the devastation where the concrete literally turned to gravel to a depth of 3 inches. Unbelievable. And yet, these firefighters went in there. One of them actually had a piece of molten aluminum drop on his glove, on his protective gloves that they wear. It was so hot it went through the protection layers. It went right the way through to protection. I don't know whether, did he get burned, Chief?
Slightly.
Slightly. But he's a fireman, he just shrugged it off. You know. But going back to what I've said, Mr. Decker mentioned about this fire safety awareness. I offered the Chief the chance that I will put together some photographs before and after my facility with all the concept vehicles that we had in that building and views of the building inside before and after 4 hours, Chief? 4 hours, okay? From zero, I mean from millions to zilch in 4 hours. Now people have commented and they've asked me about, well, why weren't you insured? Exactly the same thing as what Fire Chief's saying. The cost of insurance has gone up and up and up and up. And since I got Parkinson's and was diagnosed in 2006, didn't employ anybody, okay, didn't have everything that was in my facility was mine, bought, paid for. Don't owe for it, don't owe for the building, everything was mine. Every tool, every piece of equipment, every vehicle, every boat, every motorcycle, every remote, everything was mine, okay? I had security as far as every door was locked. I had a security system, alarm system. I had video cameras everywhere. If somebody was going to break in, and again, I've got to praise the Crockett Police Department. In 20 years of living in Crockett, I've had one break-in. We found out who it was one of our own employees. Okay? So the Crockett Police Department do their job. After I let those people go, I didn't see the sense. I could not afford the $10,000 plus a year to insure something against what? Myself? I thought the only thing that could ever happen is a hurricane like we had with Katrina and Ike, okay, of which we had trees down and we saw a Stowe Lumber Company with the roofs off. Things like that, if there's big enough damage, it's covered by FEMA anyway, you know, and so why did I need to spend $10,000 a year for when I couldn't afford it because of medical bills? So you take that risk. Well, that risk cost me $2.4 million.
On behalf of the city of Crockett, we're sorry for your loss, Steve. I can't even imagine. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you.